Hey guys, and welcome back for another guide. Today we're going to be talking about the hidden garden jumping puzzle. The reason being, not only does completing this jumping puzzle get you a mastery point, but also there are 2 dive spot locations. If you don't already know, there are 38 dive spot locations in Central Tyria, and doing all of those will get you a mastery point as well. So before we can actually do this jumping puzzle, we first need to gain access to it. Unlike some of the other jumping puzzles, you won't just be able to wander up on this one, you're actually going to need to enter a portal to get inside. So to get started, you're going to need to be in the Mount Maelstrom map. There are several waypoints surrounding the mountain itself, or volcano I suppose. To gain access to the jumping puzzle, you're going to look for an event. The event itself is going to ask you to defeat the keeper of either earth, light, waves, or winds. I'll put a graphic up to show you guys exactly where these events spawn, so you don't have to spend all day looking. So once one of these events pops, you'll be able to attack and defeat one of the keepers, and once you defeat him, a portal will appear. Heading through that portal will take you straight inside the jumping puzzle. Where you start in this jumping puzzle is determined by the portal you took. So depending on the keeper you defeat, you could start off at a different spot than I am here. Feel free to pause the video and make your surroundings match mine, so you know what's going on. To open the chest in this jumping puzzle, you're going to need to interact with 4 glowing orbs referred to as cantles. The first one is going to be in the very center of this tree that we're heading up on. You'll just need to either take it or break off a piece. Once you've got it, just go ahead and move on through. And once you make it to the other side, start gaining ground by climbing up these little slabs of dirt. Just keep making your way up until you start seeing a tree and some mushrooms. Once atop this level, you'll see the Sylvan chest. This is actually where you claim your reward for this jumping puzzle, but remember, we still need all 4 cantle before we can open it. So for now, just keep heading up the mushrooms, trees, and roots until you make it all the way to the top. Once you've made it to the top, you'll see the second glowing orb. Go ahead and interact with that the same way you did the first one. And before leaving, make sure to take note of the diving goggles spot located right next to the cantle. From way up here, if we have gliding, we can actually glide to the second spot. But don't worry, if you guys are still working on getting those masteries taken care of, I'm gonna go ahead and do it by foot, just so you guys know how to do it either way. Enter the cave to the right of the waterfall, and start jumping up the large leaves until you make it to the next platform. Just follow the bridge and head up the hill. And you'll find your 3rd cantle. Now make your way over to the top left corner of the map. Just before you hit the water, you'll notice a little path on the left-hand side, and go ahead and head up there. You'll have to jump across a bunch of mushrooms, scale the side of a mountain, and eventually jump across some floating islands, always moving up whenever possible. Just follow along with me and you should be just fine. Once you finally make it to the top, you can grab your fourth and final cantle, as well as the second diving goggles spot. Now that you're done chasing down all these cantles, we need to head back to that chest I pointed out earlier. Now, if you want the diving goggles spot, you can go ahead and dive and head back up like before. Or if you've already got this diving spot for some reason, or maybe you just don't care about the diving mastery, simply glide forward and you'll be right back at the chest. Open it like any other chest and you'll get your reward as well as your mastery. And that, guys, is the Hidden Garden jumping puzzle. This is probably one of the easier jumping puzzles in the game. It's more of a run around to find 4 parts of what we'll call a key to open the chest than it is actually making difficult or challenging jumps. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this helpful. That's one more mastery in the bag. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.